Mathematica is great for analyzing data, allowing you to either utilize Wolfram Alpha's computable integrated data or import your own. So let's create a new section, and I'm going to call this Utilizing Data. There are two means of utilizing data that I want to talk about. We'll make a subsection using Alt 5, and I'll call this Wolfram Alpha Computable Data. Hit the down arrow key to make another new cell. I'll hit Alt 5 again to import your own data. Let's move our arrow back up underneath the Wolfram Alpha Computable Data section. Now, equal sign, again, lets us just free-form input our calculations, but it also allows you to access the fully integrated Wolfram Alpha computable data. So instead of integrating or plotting, let's just take a look at Big Mac plus fries and hit Shift-Enter. So what it's doing now is connecting to Wolfram Alpha's computable data. It's adding the nutritional facts of this Big Mac plus fries and returning a nutritional label to show us the total number of calories, the fat, the cholesterol, etc. So it's really taking that data through Wolfram Alpha and returning that calculation for us. Another example, let's take a look at temperatures. I want to see the temperature in Paxton, Illinois, which is a small town near Champaign, on September 9th, 2009. Hit Shift-Enter, and it's going to compute that calculation and that data for me. It returns the temperature range on that date. Again, I can also show more results by clicking on the plus sign. I can find out how Mathematica interpreted that data for me and Wolfram Alpha's data that is returned. It shows me a graphic of how the temperature changed during the day. I can also get more information as I scroll down as well. We can take a look at more world type issues like GDPs. So I can say, show me the GDP of Canada. I can run that calculation that shows me that GDP. Or I can say, show me the GDP of North America. It returns for me all the GDPs as data points. Remember, all data in Mathematica is just list of lists, so it gives me that data back in a list that I can then run calculations on. Now you can also import your own data. Remember, I just maneuvered cells using the down arrow key, or I can hit the mouse below the import your own data cell to make a new horizontal line so I'm ready to type. And to import your own data is really simple. It's a function called import. So capital letter in the function name, square brackets around what it is you want to calculate. I want to import some data. So I'm going to go up to Insert in File Path, and on my desktop I have an old chemistry lab file, an Excel file, called ChemTest. I'm going to open that so it shows me the path to that data. Hit Shift-Enter, and it's just a list of ordered pairs. So for you, if you have some data list on your computer, use that as your thing you're pointing to. So now I can calculate using that data, for example, using the function listPlot. Remember, I can refer to the last output using the percent sign. I can say listPlot that data, or I can assign some variable. I'll call this chemistry data, all with small letters. Remember, with Mathematica, use capital letters on function names. So when I make my own variables or assign my own variables, I use small letters just to keep them different in my mind. Now I can say do a listPlot of chemistry data, and it does the exact same thing. So that's how you would work with your own data and import that into Mathematica in a very simple way. In the next video, you'll learn how to take your entire notebook and quickly turn it into a slideshow that you can use to create a dynamic presentation that you can modify then on the fly.